Singapore A player, Reena Rajamahan. Thank you so much for joining us, Reena.
Hi, Tamara. Really, really lovely to be here, and I'm really excited for a great week of netball.
Absolutely. Opening day saw 1,800 fans out at OCBC Arena. We've had 8 fantastic games, and of course, we come up now to see Kenya take on the Singapore Vanders in a grand final rematch of the 2024 Nations Cup. And of course, Reena, you were there in commentary for that game.
Yes, I did, and it was really, really exciting. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what both teams are going to bring this evening.
We'll see plenty of action as our MC looks to introduce the teams onto the court.
At goal attack, Helen Sinoya. At wing attack, Elsa Ndong. At center, Irene Otieno. At wing defense, Nelly Mohammed. At goal defense, captain Parin Simuyu. At goalkeeper, Jacqueline Oro. Their substitutes, Nancy Oro, Delilah Makudi, Mary Otieno, Teresa Otuan, Pauline Ramadan. Head coach, Evelyn Gerono. Assistant coach, Panina Nyakundi. Team manager, Arne Bet. Physiotherapist, Jackson Kimani. Statistician, Winfred Oyugi. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your team, Kenya. And now, give me all you got as I introduce your Singapore Vanders. At goal shooter, Amandeep Chahal. At goal attack, co-captain, To Kai Wei. At wing attack, Angelina Lim. At center, Rachel Ling. At wing defense, co-captain, Ko Ting Fang. At goal defense, Jamie Lim. And at goalkeeper, Reena Divya. The substitutes are Go Wei Ping, Kei Shalini, Lee Pei Shan, Tan Yi Jie, and Yu Shu Ning. Head coach, Tara Steele. Assistant coach, Dewi Zainal. Specialist coach, Jenny Brizzle. Team manager, Lo Hui Yu. And physiotherapist, Ng Chun Ti. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your Singapore Vanders. Not long to go before we get the match underway. Allow me to introduce your match officials. Our umpires for today's match are Tim Marshall and Rachel Stebbings, and reserve umpire Adrian Abrahams. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set for the repeat of the 2024 Nations Cup final. Your defending champions, Kenya, who are ranked 23 in the world, up against your Singapore Vanders, who are ranked 22nd in the world. Both teams unbeaten thus far. Something's gotta give. Here come the umpires. Let's play some netball.
And the match umpires, Tim and Rachel, will get us underway shortly, and the countdown will begin. We are moments away from the first centre pass, and what an exciting game we're going to have on our hands.
Absolutely.
A grand final rematch. Of course, Kenya winning in 2024, but Singapore taking home the win in 2023. And Rachel Ling will get us underway for Singapore in the blue uniform tonight. We are 7 p.m. local time and off to a great start. Singapore Vanders unable to drop maybe a few nerves, coming on early. And the captain for Kenya, Simiyu, in goal defense, so strong this week. Of course, they're donning the white uniform today. Working the ball down court, taking their time. Otieno in center, Irene Otieno. Someone you're familiar with from last year, Reena.
Yes, that's right. Instantly recognized her name.
And what can we expect from her through the midcourt?
I think she's going to be the playmaker, some really strong drives, a lot of speed, and she's just going to be very aggressive on Rachel Ling, so Rachel Ling's going to have a tough fight.
Absolutely, a great matchup through the middle. Oh, and Rena unable to pull that one in. And of course, in the hands of Naya Puri. So strong for Kenya.
That's right.
Otieno with the center pass. Now, Rena, tell our viewers, what can we expect from this game?
Well, there seems to be a little bit of a slower start now. I think both teams are just trying to suss each other out. But I imagine the pace is really going to pick up, and especially the aggressiveness. I think each team wants to send a strong message that they're here to win and here to show up for the Nations Cup.
Yes, of course, both teams looking to settle in. Neither have lost a game in the first 2 days of competition. Both teams will look to retain the undefeated title so far. Rachel Ling with the ball resets, giving her shooters time to set up, finds the circle edge, but the footwork call comes. Jacqueline Oro with the, contact call with the penalty pass. Oh, poor Ting Fung. Doesn't quite come through cleanly, but we can expect more of that from her tonight. Rachel Ling, strong hands over. Kenya just playing the ball around, very patient until something opens up, as we see with Naya Puri. Is that what we can expect from the Kenyans tonight?
Yeah, I think so. They're going to, like you say, play very patiently. They don't want Singapore to capitalize on their mistakes. They've got the stamina to just keep passing the ball nonstop, and still last all 4 quarters. So most definitely for this game.
Don't they just? And of course, when you're playing possession, the ball is in your hand. The other team can't score.
Yes.
And just a little miscommunication there. Amandeep unable to pull that one in. Kenya will take the throw in on the goal line. Just resetting that to the correct position. Rachel Stebbings from Australia umpiring this match, alongside Tim Marshall, also from Australia. Oh, and that centre matchup, we're already seeing it early in this game. We knew it was going to be exciting. Do we think that the strength of them might cancel each other out through the middle, or will we just see a fantastic battle?
I think we're just going to see a fantastic battle, yes.
Absolutely.
We've already seen some strong challenges in the middle.
And who is going to win that centre battle? Who is going to take home the undefeated title on day 3 of the Nations Cup? Kai Wei, looking long. Oh, under the post. She has a beautiful circle entry.
The baseline runs have really been working for Singapore so far in this quarter.
Haven't they? And a strong shooting combination in Amandeep and Kai Wei. Kenya. Swing ball. Oh!
Great tip there by Tim Fung.
She has been fantastic to start this opening quarter, but Otieno so strong in the air. Resets ball. Goes again. So now you're driving out of the circle, looking to create some space. They'll, of course, want to isolate Naya Puri in the circle. Singapore ranked 20. Oh, Jamie!
Lovely reach there.
And, Rena, what can we expect from this defensive unit for Singapore tonight?
It looks like the goal shooter, she's not holding as strong as I remember last year, so Rena seems to be able to go around her. So I think they're just going to keep rotating. They're going to guard the space as opposed to the player. And you've got 2 really, really tall defenders on the Singapore side at defense.
And Rena, we're so lucky to have your netball knowledge here with us tonight.
As far as I know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So.
Neither am I, but we'll leave all the hard work to the athletes out on the court.
That's right.
With the tough job tonight. Boy, we are in for a good match. under 10, and it's 3-2 Kenya's way. So Singapore ranked 22nd, Kenya ranked 23rd. So not just a close match for two undefeated teams at the Nations Cup as Arena takes a little tumble, but on paper ranked a close matchup as well. And we just see that attempt. Rena will go hard for every ball down there for Singapore. We have a fantastic crowd here tonight. Some good patience from Singapore. Oh, beautiful work from Angelina Lim in that wing attack role, creating space. Drives high up the court. Perhaps a little high from what we want to see in this attacking end from our wing attack.
See a little scuffle there between Amandeep and the goal defense.
No doubt, plenty more of that. Two incredibly quality players. We have matchups all across the court. It's hard to pick one. Kenya with the ball. Simiyu working down court. So much patience from Team Kenya. Oh, Naipari kicks it out. The contact call comes. Holding time, just taking a minute. Rena leaving the court. She'll be replaced by Misha. And of course, Misha had a great 2024 Nations Cup.
She did. And fun fact, we play on the same club together in Orcas Netball.
Do
so shout out
you?
to Orcas Netball.
Oh, wonderful. And for our viewers, can you tell us a little bit about the positions you play in netball?
That's right. So I've predominantly been a defender all my life. Yeah, goal defense, goal keep. I really enjoy playing defender. I think you always have to be on the ball and you're reacting to someone as opposed to being passive. So yes, that's what I've been playing so far.
Tenacious defender we have here in commentary. And we're just, so maybe a blood rule is what we saw before. We're taking some care to wipe the court. Reserve umpire Adrian Abrahams is on the court to check. So perhaps Rena, we're just looking down on court.
She is being plastered for something, maybe a bit of a scrape.
Yeah, getting some attention there. From Ng Ching Yen. Getting some attention. So important to keep our players fit and healthy. Rachel with the ball. Oh, great hands from Angelina Lim. Kicks it back out. I'm liking the work of this Singapore attacking end, receiving a lot of attention from the defensive unit of Kenya and Amandeep. From depth, sinks another one. Otieno gets the team underway. We'll pause while we gather the ball to restart play. And of course, we've talked about the sides being undefeated. Kenya Divas, we've seen a 57-24 win over Singapore A in round one. 62-47 win over Malaysia in round two as Jamie Lim nearly comes up with the ball. Misha hands over, but Naipari so calm on the shot. And a number of familiar faces then for you, Rena, from this Kenya team.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I remember the tenacity when I saw last year as well. But I just noticed it's not a very high scoring quarter.
It's not, is it? Very defensive game, perhaps a few nerves.
Possible, yes.
Both teams just settling into this first quarter. We've asked for the change. We'll see Rena enter the court again. She's been patched up. The contact call comes. Co-captain Kai Wei out of play. She's been a little quiet to start, but she is a big game player. Oh, Rena scrambling, can't quite get there. But she had 8 intercepts to her name for the round 2 game versus PNG.
I did see that on Netball Singapore's social media page. That's really, really remarkable.
So impressive. And the social media has been fantastic for this Nations Cup. Follow along. Plenty of netball to see. Here comes Kai Wei. The balance, the awareness of her footwork. She stepped on. Her original option wasn't available, but she was able to adjust mid-air. She lines up and sinks it. The crowd love it. Under 5, the difference is 1. Singapore doing the work to bring it back. We see a wall defensively at the center pass. Working hard to try and delay this Kenya team. Rena, can we expect different defensive strategies throughout this game?
I think so. I think after this first quarter, the Singapore side is going to be re-looking at what they're doing in the circle. Maybe just not make it so easy for the Kenya shooters. And definitely on the other side as well, not to... I mean, you can see them kind of tightening up on the baseline already. You don't see Amandeep and Kai Wei have that long base runs so far.
Absolutely. Those shooting rotations, so strong for Singapore. Kenya defense, though, so strong. We see the offensive contact call. Rachel Ling. Kenya on transition. We can see Singapore's wing defense, goal defense, sitting high defensively on transition, looking to pick off an intercept. The footwork on Singapore defensively, though, working overtime here against this Kenya unit. So strong in attack. Rena.
Oh, great intercept there.
Well done from the Kenya attacking end to regain possession of the ball. Naipri, the split step in. We'll see that a lot from her.
Very rewarding, that intercept by her.
Wasn't it? It's what you want to see from your goal shooter. Of course, that transition and the footwork call. Singapore, the Vanders with an opportunity here. They'll want to reduce this margin with 3 to go. Great outstretched take from Kai Wei. Swing ball. Oh, Amandeep, that middle drive.
Oh, wonderful roll there by Angeline. Oh, the ball just rolls off Kai Wei's hand.
Doesn't quite come off. She'll be looking to settle in soon. We know she is a big game player. We know that combination. Oh,
the speed.
The speed. We love it up here in the commentary box.
But
So
it's that
impressive.
foresight as well, knowing that she couldn't get a balance and she just passed it off to her teammate.
The trust you have to have in your shooting combination, right?
That's right.
Naipri finishes. Brings it out to 4, the biggest margin we've seen so far. Back up at center pass. Sometimes you have to go back to go forwards. The double off, the pass, so strong, we loved it, but Simiyu, the Kenya captain, so strong.
Very intuitive.
So intuitive, that is a great description of her. Such a smart player. The beautiful dodge that we've seen from Sonoya. She has been a fantastic link in that attacking end. And of course, the last time these two teams met at UAE, Singapore able to get the win by 2, 42-40. They'll be looking for a repeat of that today. Interestingly, Singapore have managed to get 61 goals for both of their previous games. But as you said, not a high scoring game to start, so I don't know we'll be ending up in those margins today. Transition. timing out just a little bit on that link from defense into attack. Amandeep up the middle. I think that's a clever movement to try and split through the two Kenyan defenders.
And it's paid off.
Beautiful finish. Rina, talk to me a little bit about this shooting combination we can see for Singapore.
They work really well together. Like you mentioned, Ikawe is normally quite stable, so I think she's just taking a little bit more time to settle in. But I think she's also very good at prepping herself up, so some shoelace tying there we get to watch.
And again, so important, our players are safe, we'll hold time.
That's right. Yeah, so I think she's going to be, they're going to be a little bit more settled in the second quarter if it's still going to be that same combination.
By way, the co-captain. Of course, Ting Fang in wing defense. Amandeep, another goal on the board. Margin back to 3. Just 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Gosh, it's gone quickly.
It has.
Kenya will be looking to hold possession and perhaps send it long. Not able to get another point on the board, but they will retain their lead, 11-8. In this first quarter. A little bit of a slow start, as you said.
It was.
But I think we can see both teams starting to settle in now. Rina, who stood out to you in this first quarter?
I think Rachel, from the Singapore side, Rachel did a really, really good job in being defensive. She's got to wear Irene down the entire game. Like I said, I think she's the playmaker, so it's going to be a tough match on that side. From Kenya's side, of course, Naya Perez, she's very, very, very steady. And Simiyu as well. Amazing, amazing defense. I'm always going to be in awe of a defender. So yeah, those are the standouts. How about yourself, Tamara?
I absolutely agree. I think Simiyu is someone that I've enjoyed watching all week. I feel like Singapore will go to this break, have an opportunity to just address a few things. No doubt head coach Tara Steele will be looking for a few adjustments on court. Do you think we can expect any changes from either side?
At least from Singapore's side, my gut feeling is that they're going to keep this combination for now. I think it's too early. And like I said, it's quite a low-scoring quarter. So I think they're going to try the same combination for the next quarter. From Kenya's side, I don't expect any changes. Not so far.
I agree. I think we'll probably see these 7 run out, at least to start this next quarter. An exciting game. We knew it was going to be close. Singapore will look to reduce this margin going into the second quarter as we see that beautiful intercept from Simiyu on screen. So impressive from this defensive unit for Kenya. Don't go away because there is plenty more action to see here at the Nations Cup. We are back underway for quarter 2 at the 2025 Nations Cup here at OCBC Arena. Kenya versus Singapore in a replay of last year's Nations Cup grand final, where we saw the Kenyans take the win quite convincingly too, 61-33. Of course, expecting a closer game today. Singapore, a little slow to start, but the margin is 2 now, and an opportunity to bring it even closer. Rina looking down court, goes to back up. A little bit clustered on one side of the court in that play, but they look cross court through the mess. Just a few timing misconnections there, but Amandeep up the middle, so strong. Her timing absolutely beautiful, but we have the held ball, and Kenya. Otieno flying through the middle.
Of course. I don't think we see any changes from either teams, but we're just going to wait for the official sheets for the confirmation.
Well, you picked it. Likely no changes. I think
it would have made sense. I think, just you already sort of settled into the rhythm of the quarter. It doesn't really make sense to come off at least that early in the game.
2 quality sides. Rachel Ling with the center pass. And Singapore Vendors, as we said, undefeated to start the tournament. Round 1, they got a convincing win over Isle of Man, 61-37. And of course, in that game, Amandeep shot 37 goals at 93%. So impressive. Game
Very
2.
steady.
Very steady.
And very dependable. You want to shoot it like that.
So reliable as she finishes again. Must have heard us. Round 2, they got the win against PNG, 61-32.
Oh, good pressure there by Jamie.
And Singapore able to force the turnover, and they come up with the ball. Kenya blocking up the top of that circle area. Good fake, finds the goal line. That's the drive you were talking about earlier. That the Kenyan defensive unit had shut down. Perhaps more of that. And the first rotation for Kenya. We see Ndong going to the bench. Just taking a minute while the Kenya team gets settled in. We'll get that change in just a minute. Oh, beautiful take from Angelina. Up the middle again. Kenya will need to have a look at that drive that Amandeep is doing.
Yeah.
What, as a defender yourself, what's something that they could adjust defensively to start to block that middle drive?
I think they have to maybe fight for the position a little bit sooner than, rather than for her to just kind of block the space and run out. But it's hard because when the shooter has impeccable timing and it's right at the last second.
That's it, it's right on 3 seconds where she's just able to pop out and quickly, and because her speed as well.
Exactly.
Singapore on circle edge.
There's that base cut out again.
The crowd love it as we come back to even. 12 goals apiece. The bench in fierce discussions. Of course, Jenny Brazel, Sunshine Coast, third time's a charm, assistant coach. So lucky to have her here running some workshops for local Singapore coaches. Of course, supported by Dewi, an assistant coach for Singapore. Very experienced. And head coach Tara Steele, or Coach Tara as she's known here.
That's right.
A coach from Australia, which we're so proud to see her in the international space, working with this incredibly talented Singapore side. Tim Marshall on the screen, setting the penalty. Obstruction call, but they don't need it. Otieno with the centre pass.
Oh, no. Oh, at least Kenya retains possession.
And move the ball on very quickly. Reset ball. Reina has a look.
Great re-offer there by Nayapura.
Beautiful movement. 10 to go. With the centre pass, Singapore. Oh,
just a little over that pass.
Unable to keep it in. And Kenya, of course, the ball just going through the hands of Mary Otieno. So we have both Otienos on court in the middle, and Singapore were off and running with that turnover. Amandeep under the post. She's safe there. Shooting combined percentage for Singapore, 88% in round 1, 91% in round 2. They'll be looking to replicate.
Wonderful.
Looks long. Out of court. The pressure from Jamie Lim. Smothering Nayapuri. Contact call.
Oh, the heat is on now in the second quarter.
The heat is on. You called it. You knew it was going to be a tenacious game, of course, having seen these two sides match up before. I think Kaiwei, we've seen her settle in now.
That's right.
8.5 to go. And Singapore taking the lead for the first time. Amandeep just setting the penalty.
That's her sweet spot right there.
She's comfortable, isn't she? Otieno looks long. Those cross-court balls, perhaps an opportunity for Singapore defense to have a look at. Circle edge. Contact call comes. (15-16), just one the difference. Rena, what does it take playing at this top level? Oh, beautiful work. Makudi coming up with the ball. She's distracted my train of thought because that was such a great intercept. But
it was.
Rena, pressure cooker game we have. What does it take to perform under these situations at this level?
I think apart from having to manage your body, the physical strain, a 7-day competition and you've got games almost every day, it's definitely the mental resilience, and I think all teams need to just focus on what is their goal for the competition, right? If it's their eyes on the prize, and then they just have to keep steaming forward. You know, leaning in on their teammates as well is very important. I think that's why we all love a team sport here.
Absolutely. Oh, and an unusual miss after the long bomb into Naipari. Jamie Lim, little tumble, back up. And another point on the board. Rachel will get us underway. Kaiwei working overtime to get that center pass. So, the speed out there from Angelina Lim. We'll reset the penalty. The crowd are happy. We can see the defensive wall being set up. Can you talk our viewers through what a wall looks like and what the purpose of it might be?
Right, so a wall during the center pass is basically to create a blockage or a barricade so that all three attackers at the center line are not able to run through, and whoever's closest to that ball will go for the intercept. So it's basically not making the area so easily defined for the center to pass. It's not easy to execute. You need a lot of understanding with your fellow defenders as well.
Absolutely, and of course we'll see the Vanders utilizing that strong one-on-one defense with the switch up to some wall and offline defense. And another one, 18 all, a bit over 5 to go. And we've had Yu Shuning enter the court. Over to Naipari, balances, kicks it back out, smart to get herself reset. And another one. As Singapore will look to retake the lead. Amandeep, that middle drive, so strong. Reset ball. It is a fierce contest out there.
It is.
The speed of ball movement for Singapore.
But Singapore has to rely on that because they cannot let the Kenyans be in that right position. So they've got to beat the Kenyans before they set up that defense.
That's it. They need to catch them offside quickly because, of course, the long reach of that defensive unit able to spoil a play. Step on. Great defense there from Jamie Lim.
Lovely long ball.
Beautiful, and we can expect to see much more of that. Under 4 to go. Rachel through the middle, finding Kai Wei. A little fumble.
Oh, bad luck there.
And again, we can see the defenders sitting high to try and have a look at intercept. Unfortunately, the contact call comes, breaks down. Oh, and the vision from Otieno. Just caught Rena with her head down a little bit there. Ball speed, so impressive. 3 to go. Kenya up by 2. They'll look to make it 3. Oh, long again. All right, Rena, what do we need to do for Singapore to start breaking down that connection into Naipuri?
I'm not sure if there's a little bit of a breakdown of communication between Jamie and Rena, because we didn't quite see that in the first quarter, or if Rena is just letting Naipuri go a little bit. So yeah, maybe they need to, or they could even consider swapping between the two of them, just to switch things up.
That's it, and no doubt at halftime, 2 minutes 30 away, both coaches will be looking to their teams to make adjustments, to keep pushing out in this closely contested game. We see ETA come in through the middle. Just injecting some fresh legs. And Naipuri under the post.
She's very pleased with that one.
As she should be. She has been strong this tournament. Kai Wei. And the ball has been advanced under the post. Perhaps persistent contact.
Yeah,
obstruction.
possible.
Apologies, I've missed the call, but regardless, it was advanced under the post. Yushaning out of play, and of course you want your wing defense to be a pest, but needing them to also stay in play, particularly when you have the speed on this Kenya mid-court unit. Margin is 3. Singapore will be looking to reduce this going into the second half. How important is it to go into a break with the lead?
Especially at the second quarter. I mean, everyone says the third quarter is the championship quarter, so having that lead mid-game is really going to bring that fire for the rest of the game. But the score is still very close. Singapore's not too far ahead, so that could also be the motivation they need to amp things up a little bit in the third quarter.
Absolutely. And we will need to see some relentless defense from the Singapore Vanders to shut down this Kenya attacking unit. Great balance from Naipuri. Strong hands over though, but able to look past. Kenya have the center pass, 30 seconds to go. 4 is the difference, the way of Kenya. Defensive work from Rena. A tough job on Naipuri, who sends another one as the shooters high five. Singapore, they'll look to get another on the board. Amandeep. 5 seconds to go. And we hold our breath as she finishes. Converts that one as we go into halftime. 26-21, sorry, 26-22, the way of Kenya. 30 minutes of netball still left. I'm going to ask you the same question, actually, Rena, about changes. Do we think now is the time to inject some fresh legs, or are we going to keep running out with what's working on court?
I think at least in the defensive circle for Singapore, I think it would be worthwhile to make a little bit of a change, like you said, to get some fresh legs in, and also so that the shooters a little bit confused with the rhythm because now they're kind of used to Rina and Jamie in there, so maybe that's why they've been able to capitalize. So at least from the defensive side on Singapore's end.
So perhaps giving the Kenya side something different to think about. Conversely, what do we need to see from them in attack?
I think the attack is doing pretty well. I see very strong drives from Angeline. They're also really using their speed to kind of catch the Kenyan defenders off guard. So maybe worth keeping them on, at least for the third quarter for now.
And it's going to be a grind, but something we know this Singapore Vanders team can do. A talented bunch of athletes. Their fast precision play in attack is what can continue to keep them in this game. We know that they will go to the break, have some feedback, possibly a few changes as we look over now. There's a few bibs coming on. We'll have all that and more in the second half after the break. Welcome back to the second half. Boy, do we have a game on our hands. Kenya versus Singapore. Both undefeated in the 2025 Nations Cup. We are at day 3 of competition at Arena. What a great game it's been.
It has. It was a little bit slow to start, but the teams are picking up and getting used to each other and gradually increasing the aggression. It's always fun to watch for us.
Absolutely, and if you're joining in, plenty of action here to see. Singapore, we see Amandeep come out to the goal attack position. Patient on court, into goal shooter, and with immediate impact. Singapore with the ball again. But Kenya, they'll take possession here. Patience down court. No doubt they'll open it up quickly. There it goes.
Lovely, great swap there in the circle.
Beautiful defense. Unfortunately, just deemed out of court. But as you said, the swap. So beautiful from this defensive unit.
Good cover there again. Good tip there by Rina. And that intercept by Jamie. Lovely.
She has been fantastic this competition. Swing ball to the pocket. Amandeep. And another stat to her tally. The percentages at halftime for the shooting stats, we see Kenya 92.9, Singapore 91.7.
Wow.
So impressive. And of course, what we would expect from, beautiful long ball.
Just a little bit. I felt her pain.
Always a defender. Singapore looks long. A little bit of frustration. Amandeep with the throw-in. Looks to top. Strong take. She turns to post. Amandeep on the screen there. So impressive today. Kenya with the opportunity here. Oh, and a little tumble there. Bodies are on the line. Naipuri straight back into it. And joining her in the shooting unit, we see Nancy Oro given the goal attack bib. Just the one change for Kenya. Penalty set, looks to pass. Fakes, and the little give off to Peishan under the post.
Peishan was caught off guard a little bit there as well.
Able to gather it in, that quick release. Oh, just through the hands. Rena, what do you think was the intention between this shooting combination shake-up for Singapore? ETA with the tip.
I think it was to break the rhythm a little bit as well. Like you said, for the Kenyan defenders to have something to think about. And I think Peishan's doing a really good job. Very strong hold so far.
She'll be relishing the time out on court.
And maybe to add a little bit of height into the semicircle as well.
What a luxury head coach, Coach Tara, has to be able to move from the rotating, moving circle to the more traditional posting goal shooter. Swing ball. Long shot, but opts to pass. And Naipuri, another stat to the tally, ever increasing. Cross court, great drive to the top. Composure. Just setting the penalty there. Amandeep. So reliable. Just over 9. We are 29-27 the way of Kenya. Singapore looks in.
Oh, good tip there by Sinia.
Great tip. Oh, clever.
No look
pass. The no look. We love it. Very clever. And we see a tactical change here. In the goal attack position. Singapore in the pocket. Amandeep passes off Peishan under the post, and she finishes. The crowd getting behind the Singapore Vanders. That wall set up again. Little kick out and in.
Just a little bit under. As she puts it in, Naipuri.
And Singapore, they'll want to convert here to bring scores back to even. Amandeep a little early on that movement and punished by Otieno. Strong drive. Finding Naipuri. She looks out. Opting to quickly release the ball rather than turn and address the post to shift her defender back. Just moving the ball on. Oh, big contact there. Or perhaps good contest. We love to see it here. Oh, Rena in the air, strong. Oh, Naipuri.
Oh no.
It's either a replay or an out of court.
That's right.
Rena, little knock. Strong on the take, drives again. Working the ball through court. Looks long. Just building those connections back into this new attacking lineup. But Kenya able to come away with the ball. long reset. A big take from Otieno. Naipuri high in the circle.
That's right.
And you called it early. You knew this was going to be a fierce matchup. So we look to the replay.
A lot of body to body this quarter.
Players are working hard, putting their bodies on the line for their countries. Singapore with the center pass. Contact call comes. Makudi. Circle edge and the footwork call. Singapore, a few coach killers creeping in. Do you think that's the great pressure from Kenya?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what is also working is, if you notice, Simiyu is actually taking Peishan. So Peishan is keeping her so busy that Simiyu has actually not been able to hunt. And I think that has paid off for Singapore as well.
Absolutely. She is clever, Kenyan captain. But Singapore able to find that space under the post. Our Singapore coaching unit. Kenya with the ball. Outside channel. Connects. Otieno. Strong drive. Such a powerful first step on her movement.
Absolutely.
Looks high. We'll reset the penalty. Obstruction call comes. Naipuri setting her hold. A little shooter to shooter pass under the post, and they finish. 5 to go. Change coming for Kenya. We see Mary Otieno go to the bench. Singapore. Oh, beautiful backwards movement there. Unfortunately, the offensive contact comes. The margin's still close, though.
It is, it is.
Oh, beautiful drive. Kenya screaming down court. Another goal, pushing it back out to 4. 4.5 to go.
Singapore is not too far away.
Oh, beautiful one-handed reach to keep the ball in play. Finding circle edge. High ball. Great reach, but no Puri. Happy to look over. Oh no, little misconnection. Few errors creeping in. Of course, having played in some big games yourself, what is important in these pressure moments to do out on court?
Just if once a mistake is made, just let it go and, you know, go back to basics really, not to dwell on it too much.
I like the Ted Lasso approach for anyone that's seen that TV show.
Amazing TV program.
So good.
So good.
All about sport, but some great athlete first principles there. He says, be a goldfish, because goldfish only have 3-second memory.
Absolutely right. Wise words from Ted Lasso.
A little bit of an offline defense being utilized by Singapore. Kenya takes a breath and finishes. So important to have resilience in these big games.
Kenya is succeeding in widening the gap inch by inch, though.
7 is the difference off the hands of Peishan. The Singapore bench, they're up, they're urging their team on. Kenya working the ball back through court. Just under 3. The margin 7.
That's intentional obstruction on the fence. It's over post, pass or stop. Goal tap. Come up to the post. Come in.
Sanoya. And we're
advancing the penalty under the post. High fives from the Kenyan shooting unit. Another change here. 2 changes here. What can we expect from this mid-court shift?
Some fresh legs coming in are good. Let me just look at the shifts again.
We have Rachel back through the middle. I think just sometimes as a player, having that opportunity to go to the bench, take a breath, but also have a look at what's happening on court.
Absolutely. You know, you're sort of processing, like you said, as they're on the bench, and when they come on, they're ready to, you know, take on the court. We see Wei Ping coming in as well, so I think she would have seen what the Kenyan defenders would be doing.
Beautiful work. We'll just take a minute for the penalty to be correctly set. Contact call. Otieno. Swing ball to Ndong. Front positioning from Sonoya. Stretching that margin further. Probably not what the Singapore side want to see going into this break. The strong hands over. Just what you want from your attacking end. Naipuri in the air. Rena just able to get a hand to it. 40 seconds to go. The margin is 9. High ball. Naipuri. The elevation and split.
Yes.
Very hard to defend.
That's right.
Because, of course, with that footwork, the split, allowing better positioning under the post. Hard to defend.
And the strong body holding as well. It's knowing when to let go to jump for the ball that is very, very crucial.
And we spoke a little bit about Naipuri's holds. They've certainly come alive as the game's progressed. Outlet, long! Able to find Patient, but the buzzer goes, not enough time to convert. As we end the 3rd quarter with the biggest margin of the game.
It is.
11 in it to Kenya. Let's talk about that 3rd quarter. Of course, 15 minutes still to go. But Rena, what are some changes we saw out there on court? How did Kenya manage to pull that lead ahead?
I think actually Singapore was making a little bit of their own mistakes. I think they were scrambling a little bit, or maybe getting a bit nervous. I'm not quite sure, but they just need to settle down a little bit, play at their own pace, which is speedy but still composed, right? It's finding that right balance. So hopefully we get to see that in the 4th quarter and close the margin for sure.
That's it. And of course, Singapore so effective when they can utilize that speed of the ball. Hard to do with such a strong defensive unit. Long limbs, they're able to just break down some of those connections.
Very true.
Singapore, of course, will go to their bench in the break. They'll regroup. And, you know, having come up through the junior ranks at Singapore, you would have had a lot of experience of having big margins and having to chip away at them.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the games just go as they do, and like you said, it's just about regrouping, and I think just communicating, at least from the defensive side, communicating with your partner, just figuring out how you can help each other, and then I think they should be sorted in the 4th quarter.
That's it. We'll be back with that 4th quarter very soon. Rena, we have just been discussing the biggest margin of the game and what Singapore can do to bring this margin back, and moments like that, as we've just seen with Jamie Lim in goal defense, having a hunt, those moments will be helpful in reducing this margin. Just looking around the court to see if there are any changes. I believe Ko Ting Fang back in wing defense.
That's right. Kaiwei and Amandeep back in that shooting circle combination.
Going back to a moving circle. Let's see what magic they can bring. Singapore definitely not giving up yet. We'll see them play the full 60 minutes all the way to the final whistle. Kenya working hard in defense. Singapore just patient through the middle. Oh, strong hands there. Oh, and the beautiful finish.
Yeah, that's the strength of Singapore, playing shorter and faster.
We're back to 9. Obstruction call came at a good time because a little bit of misconnection there. Footwork. And Singapore here with the opportunity. They'll need to keep chipping away. That's right. They'll need to find that balance of composure to retain possession. Unfortunately, not the case here. Just a little trip from Amandeep. That one was just unfortunate.
It was.
So the balance of composure, but still needing to score effectively as they reduce this margin. They won't want to leave it too late to really have a crack. Kenya. Penalty pass inside the circle. Oh. And unusual turnover from Naipuri. Singapore will look to punish that mistake. They send the ball down court quickly. Centering back up, Rachel Ling.
Very good patience. Always an option present. That's really important.
Really important. What we need to see from this Singapore side. Oh, the beautiful connection in that goal line drive. Unable to finish. The crowd cheering their home side on. Hoping to help lift. Oh, she's okay. She's back up. Amandeep. Patience on the turn. Able to sink another one for her side, and they will have possession here with another center pass. Oh, I missed what happened down there.
Same.
Oh,
what a lovely pass.
Wow.
Very good look there of the space.
We loved it up here, and the fans love it courtside. Kenya cross court ball. Strong take.
Singapore spectators are really, really going wild here.
They can see the momentum shift. Naipuri under the post though. She doesn't miss, and the tactical change. We'll see Simiyu back onto court. Perhaps just having a little rest of the legs before back on in that familiar goal defense position. Strong take, looks long. Beautiful depth on that drive. Such fast footwork from Angelina Lim. Oh,
that's her favorite distance. Absolute favorite.
We know she can be a big game player. We will need more of that from Kaiwei, inspiring her team.
Great tip there by Angeline. Good hustle.
She has been outstanding. Oh, and the little point down from Angelina, just drawing the attention of the umpire. Which Singapore will take that opportunity. Amandeep under the post. And a little toe over the line equals a goal for Singapore. 6 goals the difference with possession. Unfortunate, that was an important one for Singapore. Kenya will look to capitalise. No throw-in error there. They've learnt from their previous mistake. They won't make that again. Otieno, Naipuri finishes. 9 to go. Double team at the center pass. Kenya, patient with the ball. Contact call comes. Offensive contact. Singapore with the ball. The crowd are happy. Moving the ball around the circle edge. Amandeep connecting with the pocket. Oh, beautiful rebound. Siniu just looking to catch Kaiwei. No love lost out there, but good sportsmanship from the captain. And the pat on the back as well. It's what we can expect from these athletes. They will go hard. But there has been some fantastic sportsmanship across the competition. Beautiful reset and give and go. 8 to go.
And very composed Kaiwei. Great shot.
Able to finish. Amandeep a little tumble just off camera. Kenya maybe feeling the pressure here.
Yes. And on the screen, Singapore scoring the last 8 out of the 10 goals.
Wow, that's impressive. That's the run they wanted to start this 4th quarter. Effective use of changes at that break. Naipuri. Rena, what do we need to see from Singapore to try and bring this home today?
They need to amp up the speed. I think at this stage, with being 6 goals behind, that's that speed that they're showing right now. They need to keep it going for the rest of the quarter. Just over 7 minutes left now. Not a lot of time left in this 4th quarter.
They'll need to make that run pretty soon. As they pop another one, we see another tactical change. Kenya running the depth of their bench as they find circle edge. Good defensive pressure from Singapore. Rena!
Oh, well read by Rena.
The whole stadium. We love to see it. Progressing the ball down court. Reset. This is that balance of composure, but progressing to score that we need to see with this margin. Middle of the court, finds the outside channel for Kaiwei. Oh, quick movement, Rachel. Bounce pass. Smart shooter to shooter. Little tip though from Kenya, they'll take the throw in. To the top. Contact call will come. Beautiful sweep from Amandeep through the top of the circle. Steps in. And finishes. Rena, how are the nerves? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very nervous, so I can't imagine them on the court right now.
comeback. Singapore charging. Momentum absolutely shifting their way.
That's right, and I think the energy from the spectators is really driving them forward also.
The 8th player,
Yes.
the crowd.
Nice tip there by Ting Fang.
They'll look to apply pressure here.
Contact call there against Ting Fang.
Naipri, hand up. A screen perhaps there could have been useful. No problems though, says Sonoya. I'll just run the goal line. Singapore. What a fantastic job they've done. 11, I think, was the biggest difference. Just 4 now. Balances. Oh, beautiful movement from Rachel and connects with the ball in. And able to convert. Just 3. They've timed their run. There is still plenty of time for Singapore to take the lead. Naipri out of the circle, working her way back in. Can't seem to find the hold, but able to come up with the ball. So strong in the air. Such great connections with her team. Angelina wide on the center pass. Kenya shifting the D, taking up space. Patience though from the Vanders. Doing a great job with a mountain of pressure from them.
Yep.
Let's talk about this Kenya defense for a minute.
So they're keeping their hands up. I think they're trying to force Singapore to have some passing errors, but because Singapore is also keeping their passes short, so they're still managing to retain possession. And that baseline run, always successful.
Beautiful. The coaches urging their team on. And of course, Singapore able to clean up a few errors that we saw in that 3rd quarter. They've cleaned up in this 4th term. I'm confident they have applied all the feedback that was asked of them at the break. Oh, beautiful split. Sonoya able to come up with the rebound. Rena.
Let's see if Singapore can reward themselves with this goal.
Loose ball. Kenya with the penalty pass. The hard work of Singapore didn't pay off. They'll need to go again. We'll have a 2-on-1 now. Naipuri, just under 2 to go. 4's the difference. Delay? Sorry, it's so loud in here. The crowd is fantastic. Singapore. Oh, beautiful ball in. Efficient movements we are seeing out on court. Amandeep, so strong, so effective. Owning that goal shooter position. Looking in. Arena just a little bit missed time on her hunt. Left Naipuri under the post. Singapore. Just over a minute and 4 to go. Kenya coming up with the ball. Rena, what a game of netball it's been.
It has, and like you mentioned, Singapore has really cleaned up their act and they've really closed the gap. Maybe a little bit too late in the game, but they're still performing fantastically right now, and it's really good to see the hustle.
And setting these two teams up strong for the final series. We could perhaps see them again on Saturday. We'll of course see how the next few days of competition play out. Oh, the little kick in and out. says, I'm going to go again. 30 seconds on the clock. Naipuri taking the pass. Shot, apologies. Able to convert. Out to 5. 15 on the clock.
I think we're going to see Kenya play possession for a little bit just to let the clock run.
I think you're right. Singapore, though, not giving up. Smart from Kenya. 3 seconds. Unable to get that extra point. The score will stand 49-44. The way of Kenya. What a valiant effort from the Singapore side. Let's talk about their fourth quarter comeback there.
They really, really were, like you said, being composed, but also sending the ball down at a great speed. So that is the speed that they need to maintain for a full game, you know, if and when they meet Kenya again. But really, really good fire that they brought, and especially in the last quarter, and against the Kenyans that, like you said, are very strong, very athletic, and have an amazing stamina also.
Fire and fight is what we saw from Singapore to bring that margin back. Unable to get across the line, but no doubt they'll regroup, have a look, come back stronger. And I think you're right, in that full game effort, we need to see them produce 60 minutes of quality netball to be able to beat a team like Kenya. We've talked about Singapore, but let's take a moment to just appreciate how good Kenya was today. We have strength all across the court. Rena, I'm going to ask you a question here, so take a minute. It's completely unofficial. The competition will have an MVP named on finals. But here in the commentary box, who was your MVP from the game? Take a minute. Plenty of options.
From either team, both teams?
Either team.
Either team. I will have to say Naipuri. I think she played very smartly, but also wasn't consistent throughout the game. You know, like we spoke about earlier, she kept switching her game up. And I think that really stumped our defenders. But it's always a joy to watch. Very intelligent, very conniving in the best way. You know, players that are sneaky as well. You know, she had very interesting roles. She had the double bounce and all of that. So just all-round athletic, and that she would be my MVP choice. How about yourself, Tamara?
I think that's a great choice. I'm going to go with Amandeep from Singapore. We're favouring the goal shooters here.
Yeah,
Neither of us are shooters. They've certainly stood out. Such impressive players, and you're so right with Naipuri, so diverse in her movements. We have seen other goal shooters enter into the game throughout the week, but she owned that position for Kenya today. So strong. Don't go away. We will have some post-game interviews very shortly. We'll hear from a representative from each side, starting very shortly with Singapore.
Courtside alongside Kyrie, that was a difficult fight, but what an effort in Q4 especially.
Yeah, thank you. I think we really showed our grit in the last quarter. We really tried really hard to fight back what we have lost. But yeah, not the result that we wanted, but it's the effort that we put in. We are still working towards the finals.
Absolutely working towards the finals. Last year, you lost the final to this Kenya team. Mid-year, you beat them once, and now you've lost again. So how do we sense where the Vanders are at the moment for the rest of the tournament?
We are definitely in a good place. We are still trying to work out different things, trying different combinations. You know, it's always a good fight against Kenya, and it's what we are looking for. Yeah, so we are still working. Hopefully you guys continue to support us throughout.
I'm sure people will come out to support the Singapore Vanders. Let me ask you this, because you're co-captain. 3 days, 3 matches already, must be getting tiring. How are the girls feeling ahead of the remainder of the tournament?
Yes, it's definitely a tiring one. We are in the midst of it already. So you can see the girls, they are still working hard. You know, we are still very excited about this, you know. We are happy to see so many people coming down. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the support. Yeah, we really appreciate it. You know, it keeps us going. When we are down, we heard you guys. We heard you guys cheering for us. That's why we push on. Thank you.
Fantastic. My final question to you, it's been blood, sweat and tears over the past few days. Tomorrow may be a bit of fun because you're taking on Singapore A, elder sister, younger sister, rivalry going on. How fun is that going to be?
Oh, it's definitely going to be very exciting, you know, same type of play. We've been training together. They have been putting up a great show too, right? Yeah, so I think that's the game that we can all support Singapore together, you know, one big group, yes.
You heard it from the captain herself. Come out and support Singapore A as well as the Singapore Vanders. I just need you to sign the match ball for me, please. And then assign the camera for me. Kai Wei, thank you so much. Recover well. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, Parin. We're friends now. Can come closer. Zel Raushan coming to you courtside alongside Parin from Team Kenya. Big smile on your face with good reason. You must be buzzing.
Yes. I first of all give glory to God because it's not by our might or by our strength, but it's because of the grace of God. As I said yesterday that the Vanders is not a weak team, it's a very, very strong team. And as we watched their matches yesterday, all this championship, plus the way we played against them here and in the UAE where they beat us, we analyzed and saw their strengths and their weaknesses. And now we came knowing that they're very fast, very, very fast. And very fast, very short. We are slow, but very tall. So what do we do? Man-on-one might be very hard. So what do? We go on zone defense. Hands up, forest of hands, zone defense, then we got it.
Parin, you're already captain of this team. I can imagine you being coach one day already with everything you're saying. How much does a victory against the Vanders, the home favorite, do to give you confidence for the rest of the tournament?
Wow, that's so great. The win for today has given us much confidence because we know most probably we might meet them in the finals. And as an upcoming coach, I know that in such a situation, I analyze the team very much, despite of the win, but I know there are some areas that we ought to work on. So we're gonna work on them. Then I'm sure that when we meet again, glory shall be to God.
My final question to you, Parin, how difficult is it to play against the Vanders when there's so much home support? I hear them being cheered on. It must be difficult for you.
Yeah, it must be very difficult, and in fact it has been very difficult, but focus, concentration on the skills that we have, we don't worry with the much noise because they have got a lot of fans, but for us with our God, glory be to Him.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see you for the rest of the week. Thank you so much, Parin. Please sign the match ball for me. Super. And you can sign the camera for me, please. Fans, stand by. You know what's coming next. It's the match ball. Stand by. Parin, they're waiting for you. Oh! Fantastic. Cheers, Parin. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, Singlife Nations Cup 2025 well and truly underway. Match day 3 done and dusted. Plenty more action to come on match day 4. Here's a recap of the results from match day 3. Malaysia beating Singapore A 53-46.
And of course, the results for today, we had Malaysia getting the win over Singapore A 53-46, followed by Isle of Man, unable to pip Papua New Guinea, and of course, finishing the day, we saw Kenya take on Singapore, able to get the win. Plenty more to see tomorrow. Malaysia versus Isle of Man, 3 p.m. local time. Papua New Guinea versus Kenya at 5 p.m. And friendly rivalry. We see Singapore versus Singapore A at 7 p.m. Rena and I, we're going to sign off now.
Signing off. I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow.